Hello everyone, Jamarcus here, and I'm here with week 7 of Ubers of heavyweight HCL, not HCL, MDC, my bad. We're facing the worst matchup I could possibly have. Kieran White, Tara Ogrepon. Tara Ogrepon literally 2KOs my entire team, and it's faster than my entire team. If it's just Choice Scarf Tara Grass, it's faster than Scarf Bundle and still locos everything, except for Toxapex. And if it's Choice Band, then it's even stronger. Um, and even like Rindo Berries might not be saving me. Kieran White, Freeze Dry, don't have a switch in. I'm going to be bringing Terra Steel Peck. Spoilers, it's good into both, but they can both get around it. If Ogrepon's just not choiced, it can just run like Sword Stance Superpower and still be faster than everything, but beat my Toxapex. I think Kieran can bring Fusion Flare, but I have Rain, so maybe they don't do that. Also, Arachnid's really annoying. Water Absorb I'm expecting to see, because water. Although Poe is like pretty bad into me, same with Tusk, which I think is interesting. So I might not even see those, maybe one of them, but I don't think both will show up. I think Arachnid definitely shows up, then Kyurem, Ogrepon, and probably Glowking Tinkaton. And then Arachnid, and then maybe one of the top two. I don't think Illumise or Cloth are showing up. As for my team, what looks good, Quaquaval beats everything except for Ogrepon, which just totally destroys it. But Quaquaval as a win con otherwise looks fantastic. Palafin's also pretty good. I brought a Salt Vest, which can take a Freeze Dry from Kyurem, and then Drain Punch some health back. And then Bundle also is pretty good, again, except for Ogrepon. I'm bringing Scarf, hoping that they're not Choice Scarf and Terra Grass, so that I can be faster. But I think Terra Grass Choice Scarf is pretty likely here. It also lets you run a lot of bulk, so that it's harder to revenge kill you with priority, which is one of my main ways of killing this thing. Let's take a look at what I brought though. First up, Kyogre. Max HP Rindoberry, lives Choice Band Terra Grass Ivy Cudgel from Ogrepon. If they're adamant, it's a roll. If they're Wood Hammer, I die. But if they Wood Hammer me, that's so much recoil that they're just dying to priority afterwards. So I'm okay with that. This is hopefully going to trade into Ogrepon. And just standard moves. I'm not bringing Water Spout because I probably am taking Chip, as in trading into Ogrepon. So I'm just bringing Origin Pulse instead, which still does pretty good damage into Glowking and Tinkaton. Next up, Palafin. Boring set. Max HP, max attack, AV. I'm living a Freeze Dry. Drain Punch will take me out of range of the next Freeze Dry, assuming they're Choice Scarf. If they're Choice Specs, I will still live a Freeze Dry. But Drain Punch will not kill back, and then they'll kill me with the next one, but at least that's some damage, you know? Body Slam's there because I didn't really need a fourth move. Well, I needed a move to hit Arachnid actually, and that was my strongest power move outside of Outrage. I figured Body Slam could be nice if they want to try and like switch into one of their threats on this, which are their main water resists, Kyurem and Ogrepon, and I get a Body Slam para. Very good for me, so that's Body Slam. And then otherwise double water plus Drain Punch, no flip turn. Didn't think I really had room for it. I wanted Liquidation to have a stronger move into Glowking and Great Tusk. Next up, Terra Steel Pex, Mixed Defenses. This is my Kyurem and Ogrepon check. Really hoping to not see Great Tusk, because the set I'm bringing is just a free switch in for Great Tusk. And I'm bringing Lead Samurott, spoilers. So just giving them a free spin would be terrible. So, well, by Tusk kind of sucks, but I feel like I needed Poison Jab for Ogrepon. I thought I needed Terra Blast Steel for Kyurem White, and I wanted Body Slam. Probably didn't need Body Slam. I probably should have had Surf, to be honest, to threaten Tusk. And then recover. Next up, Scarf Bundle. I can afford to run Modest here, which is great. Just double Ice move with Hydro Pump and Flip Turn. No Encore. I don't think Encore's necessary here, because I'm probably just going to be Encoring a Grass move or a Freeze Dry, and I don't want to be doing that. They're going to click it again anyways. Next up, Wincon, Quaquaval. AV will let me live a hit from Kyurem White, and also lets me like take an extra hit from Glow King. Just 4 attacks. I have Brave Bird for Araquanid, and then Knock Off is my strongest move for Glow King. I thought about bringing Spin because they do have webs, and they do have some good rockers, but I figured I need Aqua Step, I need Close Combat for Kyurem, I need Brave Bird for Araquanid, and I need Knock Off for Glow King. Otherwise, Glow King probably 1v1s me. And then last up, lead Samurott. I'm max HP. I thought about running speed, but I don't really need it looking at the speed tiers. I'm getting outsped by Tusk anyways. And I wanted to be able to live Choice Band U-turn into Rocky Helmet from Tusk. Because if I just lead Samurott into Bandit Ogerpon and they U-turn and they do like 90% to me, and then I die to Helmet on Tusk, it's really bad for Caesar's Edge. So that's max HP. Still should be doing pretty good damage. I have Sucker Punch just to get some extra chip on one of the big guys trying to revenge kill me. And Encore. Why not? That's the team. We see Araquanid, makes sense. We see Tusk, no Ho-Oh, which just makes sense. And we do see the Glow King, barely, thanks to Tinkaton. And we see the Tinkaton, barely, thanks Great Tusk. I'm leading Samurott. And we get an Araquanid lead. So probably webs. I'm wishing I had spin here. But I can get up my spikes on this thing. Doesn't quite 2 KO, they webs. I probably should have clicked Encore here, I didn't. I just got up another Ceaseless Edge. Figured I could take a hit and kill them the next turn. And I Ceaseless Edge again, but they are cussed out. But I get all but 3 of my spikes up, that's all that really matters. Had I Encored, I would have kept my Sash intact. And then been harder to revenge kill, and gotten a lot more damage into something revenge killing me. So that would have been a better play. But that's just one of many bad plays that make this game. Spoilers. Ogerpon comes to revenge kill me. They take spikes, that's great. Tells me they're probably choiced. I'm going to click Sucker Punch. If they Swords Dance, I probably lose the game. But I don't think they Swords Dance here. I Sucker Punch on Terra Grass. Really good chip. And they Ivy Cudgel. I thought long and hard about this turn. They probably don't want to switch. If they switch, they come back in at 6% unless they can spin. And then they're dead to Jet Punch, they're dead to Aqua Step. My problem with going Toxapex and clicking Terra here is exactly what I was saying in the team builder. They just get a super free Tusk, switch it, and they click Rapid Spin. And now my spikes are gone, and it looks really bad for me. So I end up actually using my Kyogre here. There are a few other plays I could have made. I can go Toxapex and Terra, and just hope they don't go into Tusk. I was very much expecting that. I can go Toxapex and double into Kyogre, or something, to anticipate the Tusk switch in. Or I can go Iron Bundle and hope they're not Choice Scarf. Actually, that's not true. There's webs up. Iron Bundle will be slower. That's not an option. The option is go Toxapex or go Kyogre. And if I go Toxapex, I either attack, expecting them to stay in, or double on Tusk. I end up making the safer play and just using my Kyogre up. I'm assuming they're Choice Band or Choice Scarf. Either way, I will live with my Rando Berry, and I will take them out. They ended up being adamant, so this was a roll, but I got pretty lucky. They just go into Kyurem White to revenge kill me. Makes sense. I don't want this thing to get like a sub up for free, or if they're like Dragon Dance, Freeze Dry, which kind of beats my whole team, then that would be bad. So they just Freeze Dry, makes sense. I stayed in. I thought maybe I could save it, but I don't have to switch it because I haven't terraed my Pex yet. Speaking of Terra Pex, I don't go into it here because I figured, okay, if they're Choice Scarf, yes, they'll be faster than me, but I live, and otherwise I can get a really strong Hydro Pump off on them because Rain's up. This was a bad play. Look at the rest of their team and look at Scarf Bundle. If I can just take down this Kyurem with my Terra Toxapex, Scarf Bundle is really good. It's gonna like struggle to 2 KO Slow King, but with 3 spikes up, if they can't spin, then maybe I will. I do get the Hydro Pump off. They're not Choice Scarf. If there's Choice Specs, they will kill me here. If they're not, I'll live and kill them with the next Hydro Pump. But yeah, they're Choice Specs. I go into Toxapex here, and I make another bad play. I can just Terra Blast Steel, which will put this thing in range of Jet Punch. But I mean, I'm definitely clicking Terra here anyways, but I click Body Slam, thinking, okay, it's such an obvious Tusk switch in. At least I can try and pair it. But they freeze dry, makes sense. And I click Body Slam and it does nothing. Which is like, okay, I can just click Terra Blast Steel the next turn. And you guessed it, we get frozen. And we stay frozen. And we stay frozen. And we stay frozen. We die. Pretty bad for me. If I didn't get frozen there, I think Quaquaval could have just won the game, because they don't really have a water resist left. And after an Aqua Step, actually after 2, I'll be outspeeding Tusk. Max attack Adamant, so Tusk is taking pretty good damage. I feel like Booster Speed Tusk quite a bit tougher. But even Palafin, pretty good in the late game here. But yeah, with that freeze, I don't have much of an option, really. I go into Palafin, I double into Quaquaval, who will just die, even though I'm Assault Vest. Palafin will live the freeze dry. And then I kind of forget I would live freeze dry here, so I click Jet Punch hoping for a crit. I could have just clicked Drain Punch to get a bit of healing back. Which might have mattered, honestly, because they were just bringing Tinkaton here. Maybe I would have lived a hit from this had I had that Drain Punch healing. But yeah, they are just faster than me and can kill me. They ended up being offensive Tinkaton, so they probably just killed with Play Rough, no matter what healing I got back there. But yeah, a bit of an unfortunate game. I think I made some bad plays. I think I could have brought a better team. Like maybe if I brought enough bulk on Quaquaval to live that freeze dry, which it wasn't that far off. I think I did like 120%. So had I just brought Jolly, so I had the speed I needed, and then ran more bulk, I could have lived that and killed with close combat and had a full health Palafin, albeit it wasn't activated. So I didn't want to have last mon Palafin. So it would have been a tough end game anyways. But yeah, that Terra Blast Steel, I definitely should have clicked that. I would have just been able to. It might not have killed. It would have done like, they were at 35. It would have done like 34, I think, was the roll. Or like 30 to 34. Would have died to Jet Punch. Whatever they revenge killed me with, I can sack Quaquaval, go back into Palafin, and maybe win the game. But I was just so scared of this Tusk coming in on my Toxapex and spinning. They ended up being triple sash on these last 3 because they didn't see my Samurott in the builder. I guess they built like right before the game was played. So had they spun, that would have been actually would have been fine, given my last mons aren't OHKOing things anyways. Maybe Quaquaval, but like Palafin's not OHKOing anything. It's more of a 2 KO guy in this game. Had I clicked Encore with Samurott and had my Sash, they wouldn't have been able to revenge kill me really. I mean, maybe they could have been Mental Herb, but even then, it would have been the same interaction. They would have gotten. Actually, no, they would have gotten extra Bug Buzz off. But I could have just killed with Sucker. I would have had one less spike. But yeah, should have clicked Encore there. I think using Kyogre here was the right play. Probably should have had Surf on Toxapex to threaten Great Tusk. And yeah, using Bundle here instead of just using Terra on Pex would have been better. Although if I just got frozen the same way, it wouldn't have made much of a difference. Maybe I can get it in range of Scarf Bundle. But yeah, the freeze does suck. I think I still won the game despite all these bad plays had I not gotten frozen here. Also, if that would have just parried, I would have been perfectly fine. Obviously, that's a 30% chance, but I would have liked it. And then, yeah, game ends. So that's our first loss. I was hoping to go undefeated, but next week we've got a terrible matchup as well, so wasn't expecting it. I'm glad we got our confirmation for playoffs early in the season, because these last 2 weeks are some of the worst matchups I've ever had in draft. Having Mono Water against Terra Grass Ogerpon and Kiram White, not great, and then Next week we're facing E-Killer Arceus, and I don't have a normal resist. Um, yeah, that's gonna be a rough matchup too. I'm also facing Terra Electric Keldeo, which destroys me. It'll be my first time playing Kioma. We'll see how that goes. I also face him in middleweight next week. Um, so hopefully I don't lose both times. But that'll be next week. Thanks for watching. GG's to my opponent, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.